You won't believe what Stephen A. just told CNN about 2028. Black America, pay attention.
What are some of the things that Democrats have been doing that have turned you off and that make you say the party needs to be purged? Who needs to be purged from it, first of all? Do you have any names?
Well, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to do that to a lot of people. But we know who the extreme left is. We know how they go about operating. We know what we lean towards when it came to open borders. We know that the spending was excessive, even though it's excessive on the Republican side as well. I think a $37 trillion budget, when Republicans try to act like it's just the Democrats, that's not true. But the Democrats certainly shouldn't be absolved from blame in that regard. Certainly with identity politics, woke culture, cancel culture, I thought that was something that ravaged our nation psychologically, because you had people literally scared they were going to lose their jobs if they pronounced the wrong pronoun, for crying out loud. It got that bad, and I think that's one of the reasons that Donald Trump is in office today, because so much stuff, a lot is focused on the individual as opposed to actual policy.
Yeah, Jake Tapper looks like he smelled something. Are they in the same place? Stephen A. This doesn't look good. Keep paying attention to Jake Tapper.
Itself. I'm talking about what they preached and what they talked to the American people about, more so than what they're doing. The kind of messages that they were disseminating was incredibly uncomfortable to listen to and to hear. And I thought that it wasn't emblematic of what most Americans are thinking about. They're trying to pay their mortgages, rent, buy food and groceries, pay gas, and deal with the prices, the cost of living. And they want safety in the streets. That's primarily what most American citizens are about, and trying to live in peace and harmony. And that's not something that I think either side has promoted along the way. And that's why I think the state of the nation is what it is at this particular moment in time.
You last month said that there are clearly other people more qualified to be president than you. So what do you say to somebody out there who's watching, who thinks you have no political experience, no foreign policy experience? You're a gifted TV sports commentator without question, but are you really prepared to be president of the United States? How would you answer that?
I would say they're absolutely right. I'm not prepared. I'm not qualified. I have no political history whatsoever. I've never been interested in politics a day in my life.
Why are you wasting my time? I ain't got time for this, man. I'm going to go make me a sandwich or something. This is crazy. Steven, get out. What you still sitting there for? You just said, hey, I want to apply for a job I'm totally unprepared for. Got no business being here. I got no interest at all. But I'm here anyway because, help get the numbers up on the podcast.
Family, it's his ego.
I come to this conclusion where I've left the door open. I'll tell you how. Elected officials have come up to me. Folks in the streets of America come up to me every single day. Not only that, my own pastor, A.R. Bernard from Christian Cultural Center in Brooklyn, New York, said to me, show respect to people who love and support you by leaving the door open, because you never know what God has planned for you or for us as a nation in the years to come. Just leave the door open. So that's what I did. I know that I have a voice, whether it's on ESPN, whether it's with the Stephen A. Smith Show on YouTube, and iHeartRadio, or any place else that I go. I know that when I speak, millions upon millions of people hear me. One would surmise that they listen to some of the things that I say.
Not anymore. Not anymore, Stephen. I think that you have to go back to talk about Bron. Come on, man. Let's stop trolling. Let's cut it out. Family. Really? That's what y'all doing? What's next? Kodak Black? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, President Kodak Black, but we didn't know what you said. Come on, man. This is where you're going.
And then I look at our politics. How worse can it get? Do you realize right now, and I'm saying this facetiously because I know that you do, Jake, doing what you do every single day. Do you realize that if you are an elected official, your real work is with the campaign? Once you get into office, literally you can get away. I'm talking about the nation's capital specifically, not state and local politics, just the nation's capital. You realize that you can literally go on Capitol Hill, and all your job is to do is to disagree with the other side. You don't even have to do anything else. Whatever the other side feels, you feel the opposite. That's not work. That's not going across the aisle. That's not maneuvering your way through the terrain, through the political terrain, and really negotiating on behalf of your constituency and the American people. All we're doing is engaging in acrimony and hate. And as a result, the American citizens are suffering. So when I look at it from that standpoint, and I think the kind of impact that I could have as a centrist, as a moderate, as somebody who believes in being sensical and engaging in common sense, unfortunately, I believe that if I did take this very, very seriously and I moved forward and I decided that I wanted to be a politician, do I believe I could win? You're damn right. But it's by default. It's not because I'm the most qualified candidate in the world. It's because of the state of our politics in the nation's capital, the politicians that we're looking at, and the fact that we don't believe for 1 second that they are serving the interest of the American people, nor are they interested in it. People look at me and they know one thing. I would be.
You are a clown, Stephen A. Stephen. David, sit down, Skip. No, Skip. No. Yo. Who's going to be his running mate? I Show Speed or Drewski? Come on, Tim, that's BS, man. Obviously, Cardi B. Glorilla? Family. Y'all not really. Steve sound like a damn fool sitting up there. He sound like a damn fool. I think I could win. I know I could win. Win what? Dominoes? Wait, you talking about you think you can win an election? Let him finish, man. Let him finish.
Be interested in serving the American people and doing what's in the best interest of this country. That means you, that means me, that means the black community, the Hispanic community, the white community, everybody. Because if all of us are rife with chaos, all that's going to lead to is America's destruction. And why would we want to be a part of that? So again, I'm not qualified. There are plenty of people that are qualified, more qualified to be at practically everybody. But are you going to...
Everybody, the guy that pick up cans on the side of the road, he more qualified. Lady down at the strip club at the Diamond Aces, she more qualified. You know, the light skin one with the one with the she more she more qualified. The brother on the what did he play the bouncer on that show no, he used to play the fourth floor. He used to play on Martin. He used to be brother from the fourth floor. Yeah, he more qualified. Everybody more qualified. MS-13, the good Maryland man, Abrego Garcia. Abrego Garcia is more qualified to be a U.S. president than Stephen A. Smith.
Win. And are you going to be committed to doing what's in the best interest of America? I know I'm that kind of person. That much I will say for myself. I'm not interested in division. I'm interested in galvanizing. That's what I'm about. That's what I try to be about. And sometimes you do that by calling it like you see it. And that's certainly something that I have proven I would do. I'd call it like I see it. People would know that.
100%. Stephen A. Smith, we'll have you back. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Thanks for getting up early.
Yo. Jake Tapper, be a cold dude, boy. Jake Tapper's a cold dude. Cold-hearted. We just ask you a couple questions, Steve. And let you just hang yourself. Jake Tapper, that was a 5-minute segment. Jake Tapper talked for 30 seconds. He left the rest of the 4 minutes and 30 seconds to Stephen A. to embarrass him and 5, 6 brothers that look just like him. It was an embarrassment. It goes to show you how ego. Imagine how big your ego got to be Stephen A. Smith and actually think. You know what I'm saying? That this is a move. Like, you are a narcissist, dude. You sat and said, I know nothing. I know nothing of value. But I would be so mediocre I would be moderate. I would sit in the middle with nobody even know I was there. I would just sit there all the time, Steve. I would sit there in the middle, and I would just, whatever it is, I'd be like in the middle. Should you cook the kids or did you give the kids Christmas presents? I'd be like, don't cook the kids, boil the kids, but don't cook them. Put them in the microwave. No, don't put them in the microwave. Saute them. No, don't do that. How about we just give them all a pair of socks? I used to like getting socks when I was a kid, Skip. I get socks, Skip. You understand? This guy's up here auditioning to be a milquetoast, boring, lame, anti-black jackass. Look, man, if you're going to come in and fight for black people, you're going to be black. Like, you got to be revolutionary. You cannot be moderate. Moderate means do nothing. If we wanted Amy Klobuchar, we'd have Amy Klobuchar. But I think, and I was thinking, nobody wants that. Mike Pence. We got Mike Pence. Why would we want you? Why would we want you? We already got one. We had people that are dead inside already in Washington. Trump is not moderate. He won by being radical in his own way. You think you could come in, be disruptive, and then say, but look, I just want to just get back being common sense. Common sense. Instead of supporting Ukraine and Israel, let's support Israel and Ukraine. See what I did there? I flipped the names around. See what I'm saying? Stephen A. Smith, man, he is trying to do something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I do know it is unhelpful to Black America. Everything Stephen A. Smith did was for Stephen A. Smith. God, everything. I don't care what it is. He could go to a hospital where crippled children are there, and him being there helped him more than it helped the kids. Because that's how Stephen A. is. Everything Stephen A. does is for Stephen A. himself. He is the most... Folks, I'm trying... Man, this is such a bad look. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what in the Kanye West is going on here. I don't know what he's thinking. He got up early and just said a bunch of This was word salad from the word go, and it was just all over the place. It didn't make any sense. First, he started off being a punk. And he's like, who are these people that you say need to go? Who suck? Oh, I'm not going to name names. Why are you here? Why are you here? That's when you fell off right there. You failed right there. You're supposed to say the names. You've been talking all this smack on your podcast. Now you get up here. And that's the thing I noticed about Stephen A. He a flip-flopper. Big flip-flopper. He went to the left, he go to the right, he go to the center, he go to the left, go to the right, go to the center. I don't know if he's running for office or if he's doing some new dance out of Atlanta called the Step and Fetch. What is he doing, Johnson? Now, if we ever get to the point where we need Stephen A. Smith to become a president, it'll be after the next Ice Age, when there's only like two people here. It'll be you, Frosty the Snowman, and some guy who used to work in the library. Y'all be the only survivors. And be like, you could be president, Steve. You president of the United States. When there's nobody else here, we all went to Mars. All right, guys. Perfect. You made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you. Now, Google thinks this next video is going to be perfect for you. It's right up your alley. So click the next video, watch that with me, and let's keep this politics going. You're built for this.